So are you one of those people that has a hard time motivating yourself to create success, to go after your dreams, to build a powerful reality? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about the 3 key steps to developing a powerful burning desire so you're motivated to go after your dreams. So let's take a look at key number 1. The first key or step, or whatever you want to call it, is getting in touch with what you want. Do you know what you want? A lot of people today can't talk about what they want. They have a really hard time. They can tell me what they don't want. I get clients all the time that come in and I say, what do you want? And they give me a giant list of what they don't want. And then I say, well, if you didn't have that, then what would you have? And they're always a little stunned by that, because the idea of talking about what they actually want, what they actually want to create, creates all this resistance in their body. And there's a simple solution for that. And that simple solution is really simple, but oftentimes still very uncomfortable. But with time, it gets easier and easier. But before I go into that simple solution, I want to point out that if you have trouble talking about what you want, getting excited about what you want, then that's a self-esteem issue. There's some part of yourself, and I used to be like this, by the way, and there's some part of yourself that feels like, well, I don't deserve that. Or if I got it, I wouldn't be able to handle it. Or I wouldn't be able to handle the responsibility. Or I'm just going to fail again anyways. On some level, there's a part deep down inside that doesn't believe you can have what you want. So it hurts to even think about it. So all you can do is talk about it in the terms of what you don't want. The first key in having your burning desire is to write down 20 reasons why you want it. And for somebody that can't even write one, that might seem a little difficult. But when you write down 20 solid, powerful reasons why you want your burning desire, it starts to ignite something inside yourself. It starts to build something, and it starts to grow. So how do you do this if you can't even list one yet? You start by writing down 20 things that you don't want. I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want X. And then you convert them all into wants. If you don't want to be broke, then how much money do you want to have this year or next year? If you don't want to be alone, then what do you want instead? Do you want a beautiful blonde girlfriend? Do you want to be dating a lot? And start to take risk here. It's going to be a little scary, but put something down. And make sure you put down 20 different things. Because if you only put down 10, that's not enough. If you can't write 20 things in relation to what you want, then you're not ready to have it yet. So that's the first key. Keep working on this until you get 20 solid reasons why you want it. And they need to be solid, clear, concise. Like, for example, you could say that I want to have $1 million a year so that I can create more abundance with my family. But what if it's more powerful to say, I want to have $1 million a year so I can buy my parents a new home? For a lot of people, that's a much more powerful way to say it. So start to look at it in these terms. And when you have those 20 things down, you're going to notice something start to stir inside yourself. You're going to notice a lot more power, a lot more passion. And you're going to start to dream a little bit more. Now, the next thing is you put it down on a piece of paper and then you carry it with you. Keep it with you all the time. Review it multiple times a day. Review it first thing in the morning and review it before you go to bed. Keep adding details, changing, morphing. And if you keep doing this every day, inside of a few weeks, a month, you should start to really build this momentum, this passion for what you're creating, if that's what you really want. And that's key number 2. Start turning it into a burning desire. Keep meditating on it. Keep thinking about it. Look at it in the morning. Look at it at night. Carry it with you. And you'll start to convert it into something much, much, much bigger. And then the next step, and this is key number 3, start to move it from a burning desire into choice. The burning desire is just the pointer to what you want. And it's awesome to have a burning desire. You need the burning desire because that's motivation to go for it. But if it stays a burning desire, by the nature of what a desire is, it has to stay out in the future. Because you can't get what you want, you can't have what you want, and still be in desire. So at that point, you start meditating in key number 3 on having it, on being in choice with it, choosing it and feeling what it's like to have it in your life now, seeing it in every part of your life. Imagining what it would be like to get up today and get in your brand new car, open the door to your new house, feeling as if you can feel it in your body today. Create a sense of expectancy, a sense of belief. And the more you create this strong sense of expectancy, this belief, this knowingness that this is all mine now, you start to imagine it in your mind, well then your physical reality has to, over time, slowly catch up to it. That's called the Law of Transmutation. Now, the time it takes, the law of gestation, is going to be equal to how dense or how resistant you are to the idea. It might take a month, it might take 3 months. I've had stuff take a year, but I just keep going at it. And then what happens a year later, the resistance breaks down of me just looking at it, dreaming about it. And as it breaks down, I start to see it showing up more and more in my life, almost naturally. More opportunities, more places, more action steps I can take. And the resistance to taking those action steps starts to go away. And I just start naturally taking them. But I never stop. I'm so consistent with this, it's ridiculous. Every day, imagining I'm there. Every day, seeing myself there. And every time you surmount a new goal, you would get another achievement in this area, the next goal becomes that much easier. Because you're building the habit to success. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And if you like this video, make sure to comment. I'd love to hear about your burning desire, your dream, what you want to go for. And remember, only the confident really live.
Okay, this was done probably 20-something years ago. My mental self. I'll just read you the first thing. My mental self is fun and radiating happy. All situations of my life are wonderful. I have a childlike playfulness, and I enjoy playing and being at peace. My imagination is outrageous. I have a serene mind.
More than anything else, which is comfort. Comfort and security. When you learn to value comfort and security, when you chase comfort over anything else, think of how hard it is to step out and go for your dreams. Your dreams are always going to require you to sacrifice comfort.